All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk Bitcoin. Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Normally, this is a Facebook Live, but Facebook is playing with me this morning and does not want to allow me to connect. Therefore, we're doing it on YouTube. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you are listening in from. We'll be getting started in just a moment. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share a suggestion, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Family member that passed away. I know how that is, especially during this time of year. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make that happen? Make a decision, take action, stay focused, do not get distracted. Now, following these rules is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. So good morning, Clevie from New York, Bethany from Seattle. Keep your family in prayers, Mr. Stewart. So I've got a very, very busy day today, about 4 broadcasts, and this is the first. So what I'm going to do is, that's why I'm starting early, because I have a presentation at the top of the hour, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And then I have a private presentation after that. Then I have our Coinbit Pro How to Trade Crypto training at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Then I'm going to be making a testimonial video. Leon has inspired me. Those of you who know who Leon is, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll be making that later on today and posting that. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to look at the charts. Crypto market cap is at 189 billion. That is down 0.75% since the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is still above 68%. To me, that signifies a bear market. And Bitcoin, though, is at 71.38. It is down 1.5% over the last 7 days, but it has recovered from a steep decline that happened a few days ago, went all the way down to 6,600. Ethereum is down 12%, Ripple down 12%, Bitcoin Cash down 12% the last 7 days. So the market's in a red zone. We'll see if that turns around tomorrow as the new week begins. But it's always weird when you got the holiday season coming up, how people react. So let's go over a couple of articles here. Are crypto whales in control? Are crypto whales in control? Give me 1 second here. This is one thing that I figured out early on, and the answer is yes. As volatile as the market is moved by the whales. You want to call it market manipulation, whatever you want to call it. It's the professionals that have a lot of money in the pot. They know what they're doing, and they're manipulating the market a certain way because everybody follows what they do. And since they know everybody follows what they do, then they can manipulate it. If they want it to go down, if they want it to go up. Is that legal? Yes. We're not talking about insider trading here. We're not talking about them getting information that the public doesn't have. It's just them moving massive amounts of coins around and everybody reacting to that. So a new report suggests that Bitcoin's wealth is now more evenly distributed, unlike other major cryptocurrencies such as Litecoin. Bitcoin's overall wealth distribution improved significantly when compared to last year, according to research published by Clover, which examined transactions made with widely used digital currencies in November of 2019. However, the report reveals that the top altcoins in terms of market cap are increasingly controlled by whales. Bitcoin's Gini coefficient, a statistical measure of wealth distribution, dropped from 0.66 to 0.64 in 2019. Meanwhile, Bitcoin Cash's Gini coefficient increased from 0.73 to 0.75, while Ethers went from 0.69 to 0.78, and Litecoins remained at the top of the list at 0.83. I don't know what that coefficient means. I'm not familiar with that. That's something I'm going to have to, I've heard of it before, but it's not, on my radar. Gini index, what percentage? Okay, if we look at this chart, we've got minimum accounts needed to form a majority ownership. So Litecoin 189, Ether 3022, Bitcoin Cash 1100, and Bitcoin 4500. Then you've got percentage of wealth held by richest account. So Bitcoin's at 0.62, but Litecoin's at 2.58. And then you got percentage of wealth held by 10 richest accounts. So Litecoin's 10.3, Bitcoin 3.8. Okay, so I guess that makes sense. I understand that now. Crypto whales would have to control at least 4,545 of the biggest Bitcoin wallets in existence in order to hold half of the leading cryptocurrencies circulating supply. The report claims to control most of Ether supply, a small group of users would only need to own 322 Ethereum stored wallets. And to own most of Bitcoin Cash's circulating supply, crypto whales would have to control just 1,109 wallets. Most of Litecoin supply could be controlled by holding the keys to only 189 wallets. Clover says it analyzed the top 10,000 wallet addresses belonging to each digital currency and left out major exchange wallets. Wealth inequality was even more severe for major ERC20 tokens, according to the research. For example, Huobi Pool token, the native cryptocurrency of Huobi's mining pool, has a Gini coefficient of 0.99, with 70% of the outstanding tokens belonging to a single wallet. 70%. In general, tokens with relatively smaller market cap had more severe wealth inequality problems. The researchers suggest if centralized wealth worries you as a cryptocurrency investor, then it may help to avoid buying tokens with a market cap of less than $100 million. All right, next news up. Congress eyes new regulatory framework in 2020 Cryptocurrency Act. New regulatory framework. A new draft bill dubbed the Cryptocurrency Act of 2020 aims to provide a comprehensive regulatory framework for crypto assets in the U.S. If enacted in 2020, the proposal could become the key piece of legislation sought by industry leaders who are looking to legitimize the space and also provide legal clarity for consumers, investors, and companies that interact with cryptocurrencies and crypto-related businesses. This is interesting here. Cryptocurrency Act of 2020. The bill aims to clarify which federal agencies regulate digital assets, to require those agencies to notify the public of any federal licenses, certifications, or registrations required to create or trade in such assets and for other purposes. So this is going to be a fight between CFTC and the SEC. The proposal outlines in broad strokes how the government and its appropriate agencies would regulate new digital instruments and crypto-related businesses, defining and distinguishing various types of crypto assets, providers, solutions, and protocols. List of covered terms: crypto commodity, cryptocurrency, crypto security. Stop right there. See, this is the stuff that you're going to need to know when it comes to taxes. What do they define the coins as? And not all coins are defined the same way. The SEC has already said that Ethereum and Bitcoin is not a security. Ethereum and Bitcoin is not a security. But what about all the other altcoins? What are they considered? Then you have is commodity, currency, security, decentralized oracle. What does that mean? I've never heard of that term, decentralized oracle. Digital asset, yeah. Federal digital asset regulator. Reserve-backed stablecoin. That's a new one there. So what? What they want to tax you if you're holding Tether or something? Synthetic stablecoin. What does that mean? The three agencies acting as federal digital asset regulators will establish regulatory oversight. They are the CFTC, the SEC, and then FinCEN, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, respectively monitoring crypto commodities. Oh, wait, there's more. So respectively monitoring crypto commodities, CFTC, cryptocurrencies, FinCEN, and crypto securities, SEC. Synthetic stablecoins would fall under the purview of the SEC. Okay, so let me slow down a bit here. So the commodity future trading, the CFTC, the securities, the SEC, respectively monitoring crypto commodities, the CFTC, cryptocurrencies, FinCEN. This is going to be confusing. The bill also proposes that FinCEN be allowed to trace crypto transactions. Oh, that's where you pay attention there. Trace crypto transactions. This is why people ask me all the time, hey, Brandon, if I send you money, can you buy Bitcoin for me? No. No, not that I'm trying to be mean. It's that I don't want to get caught up of anybody doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and they're tracing your Bitcoin wallet to my Bitcoin wallet, because then my name gets on a list. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's say there's criminal activity taking place in anywhere around the world with crypto. Somebody stole crypto or hacked crypto, and then they move their coins or sell coins to a different wallet, another person that had nothing to do with the crime. But FinCEN is tracking where the coins are going. And then that person gets involved with the business, and they start sending coins or receiving coins from another business. Has nothing to do with the crime, but the wallets are being connected. And FinCEN and the authorities are connecting all the wallets to see where this money trail is going. They don't know who owns the wallet yet, but they can, if they research long enough, they'll find out. And next thing you know, your name is on a list for some criminal or terroristic activities because you were connected some kind of way. Now they're asking you questions. So as public and open source Bitcoin is, you still want to be private with what you're doing. I'll show you what to do, but I can't do it for you. So the bill also proposes that FinCEN be allowed to trace crypto transactions as well as anyone engaging in such transactions in a manner similar to that required of financial institutions with respect to currency transactions. FinCEN could also require crypto businesses and individuals engaged in related activities to submit certain reports or records in the event of criminal, tax, or regulatory investigations. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Some new laws and regulations for crypto in the United States. CNBC analysts. Now, this is December 21st, but I kind of covered this the other day, so it's another article on this. Bitcoin may hit $250,000. Now, what did I say yesterday when I covered this? Because I always, and I'm going to do it again, I like to put everybody in dream mode because it gets me excited every time. But I keep seeing this number popping up, $250,000 Bitcoin. What's been disputed is when. Some say by the end of next year. Some say by 2023. Some say by 2025. Some say by 2030, in the next 10 years. What if they fail by 90% and only 10% of what they say comes true? Do you know what the price of Bitcoin would be? $25,000 per Bitcoin. It has never been that high. It will still be the best performing asset in the world over the last 10, 15 years. I'm good with that. So let's see how this article portrays this. CNBC is analyzing recent bullish claims on the price of Bitcoin from billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper. Draper recently said Bitcoin will likely hit $250,000 per Bitcoin as early as next year and as late as 2023. Okay, I got to go on dream mode again. I do this every day, guys. It's like a dream board for me. Keeps me in focus, keeps me on track. Personal goal, 100 Bitcoin by next May. At today's price, 71.36. So let's just say 7,100. That's $710,000 worth of Bitcoin by May. I want to go into it at that before the halving takes place. Within the next year or 3 years, They say it could be worth $250,000 per coin. So now, 100 Bitcoin times $250,000 per coin. That's $25 million. So let's see, within the next 6 months, where am I going to be putting my attention? Am I going to say, I'm going to just focus on my 9-to-5 job because in the next 3 years, it's going to make me $25 million? Or am I going to go focus on, I'm going to go join a CBD company. And I'm going to focus all my time on selling CBD oil. Great product. It's working for a lot of people. But that ain't going to put $25 million in my pocket in the next 3 years. I'm going to go focus on travel. I'll help people save on, their next vacation. This great industry. That's an industry that will never die. People love taking vacations. But it ain't going to put $25 million in my account the next 3 to 5 years. What if I want to get into real estate? Well, depending on how much resources I can start off with, that's not going to put $25 million in my account the next 3 to 5 years. So everything that I am currently doing is working towards this goal. So if anyone questions, well, why is Brandon doing what he's doing? This is the goal. Now, I'm not a hype guy. What if you fail by 50%? You ever got a 50% on a test before? 50%. That's still 12.5 million. What if you fail by 90%? Fail by 90%. I mean, what if Bitcoin is only worth $25,000 a coin? You still got those 100, right? 2.5 million per coin. I mean, not per coin, but total out of your 100 coins. I can still live with that. That's better than my 401k. It's better than a savings account, IRA. So that is why I do what I do. Everything that I do is towards this goal. According to CNBC trader and analyst Brian Kelly, Bitcoin's trend line since 2013 shows the leading crypto is in a long-term track towards Draper's big number. It sounds bizarro, but it wouldn't be out of the realm of what Bitcoin has done in the past. Stop right there. Think about that. Some of you guys right now think $250,000 a coin. That's crazy. But go back to 2011 and 10 when Bitcoin was worth pennies. 2009. And you tell somebody that, yeah, one day Bitcoin's going to be worth $1,000 a coin. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. What are you talking about? It's only worth 3 cents right now. $1,000 a coin? What if you told that same individual, oh, no. One day Bitcoin is going to be worth, within the next 10 years, less than 10 years from now, one Bitcoin is going to be worth $19,000 a coin. And you look, what's the price of Bitcoin right now? $2 a coin. It's going to be worth $19,000 a coin? That seems way far-fetched. For those, I remember, watch the very first Bitcoin movie I saw was a Netflix video called Banking on Bitcoin. That's where I started my crypto education. Beginning of 2017. I think, when did I see that? Either end of 2016 or beginning of 2017. And it was done, I think, 2014 when it was created. And they were covering individuals who were mining Bitcoin in the early days. They had thousands of coins, thousands. And they were making a profit because they were able to mine from home with one device. Thousands of coins. And they were freaking out when Bitcoin was going from $8 to $40 to $80 a coin. They were freaking out on that. Imagine telling those people, yeah, but just in like 8 years from now, Bitcoin is going to be worth almost $20,000 a coin. So it sounds almost bizarro. That's why I wanted to bring up this chart. And to be clear, this is not my call, but I just want to take a look at what Bitcoin does. The chart we have here is a log chart of Bitcoin since 2013. Uh-oh, Bethany, you like visuals? We're about to see visual. And as Carter Worth will say, the lines draw themselves. I like what he's saying there. So he's saying it's not, you don't need to take my word for it. Let's just look at what the numbers have to say. Okay, I'm getting excited now. Let's see this. You have this channel going all the way back to 2013, and it's traded nicely in that. If you go all the way here to the top of this channel, that's about $200,000 or $250,000. So if Bitcoin just stayed in this pattern, and this is normal analysis that people do on all asset classes, the top of that channel is about $200,000 or $250,000. So that's the technicals behind it. Where's the chart? Oh, come on now. You can't tease me with a chart and not show me a chart. Okay. Let's continue. Let's see. Kelly says the prediction depends on whether Bitcoin emerges as a digital alternative to gold. If Bitcoin hits the big price target, Kelly points out it will have achieved half of gold's market cap. The fundamentals, let's call it, is that if Bitcoin were at $250,000, that'd be about a $4.5 trillion market cap, which would be half the market cap of all the gold in the world. So I think Tim Draper thinks, and I certainly have some of this view, is that Bitcoin is going to take market share from gold. So if you think in 2 years it can take 50% of that market share, then that prediction isn't too far out of whack, really. Could Bitcoin hit 250,000 in the next 2 years? Brian Kelly and Fundstress Tom Lee help us break down longtime venture capitalist Tim Draper's bold call. So I guess there's a video. I'm going to have to watch this video later. The media could not be played. I'll have to look it up on YouTube. Fundstrat analyst Tom Lee says he thinks Bitcoin could hit Draper's big prediction, but isn't so sure on his timeline. See, and now I agree with that. I think it'll hit that number. I just don't know when. When you look at this on a log basis, the idea that Bitcoin would get there would be consistent with the idea that it's a generational trade. I don't know if 24 months is how long it would take. If it took 5 years, I think it would still be considered a huge, massive, surprising success. I agree. Scott Melker of Texas West Capital says, if you zoom out, Bitcoin is locked in a relatively tight range. When I left for vacation last Saturday, the price of Bitcoin was $7,170. Right now, it is $7,140. Zoom out, not much is happening. Tread lightly. The amazing bull div on the daily has been followed by hidden bear divs. The rally from a few days ago still looks more like relief than reversal for now. Mixed TA depending on the time frame. Real potential bullishness starts above 7,800 or so. Meanwhile, analysts are looking for signs of life in the altcoin market. See, now with all this predictions of Bitcoin, let's not forget the altcoins, because the altcoins are actually going to have a bigger growth percentage than Bitcoin. And one of the main benefits of taking advantage of the altcoins is their price. $7,137 may be outpriced for most people. But what about Ethereum? What about Ripple? Let me pull up the all-time highs again. So I'm going to cover two things here, the all-time high and their current price. So the all-time high for Ethereum was $1,448. It is down 91%. It is $127 right now. There is no way possible that Bitcoin goes to $250,000 a coin and these coins don't go up as well. If Bitcoin's height $19,665 a coin, and when it got there, Ethereum was at 1,400. If this goes to 250,000, we're looking at Ethereum being more than $20,000 a coin. I want you to think about this for a second. $20,000 a coin. And Ethereum right now is worth $127. So let me do a little bit of math here. This is why you don't sleep on the altcoins when you're building your portfolio. Let's say I were to spend $10,000 on Ethereum coins at today's price. So 10,000 times 127, I'm just going to go with even. That's 1.2 million Ethereum coins. 1.2 million. Now, what if I had 1.27 million coins multiplied by Ethereum's all-time high? So let's multiply that times 1,448. Is that right? 1.8 billion? That can't be right. I'm not the best math guy, and I'm using a freaking calculator. But yeah, if you got a million freaking coins, hold on a second. I didn't do something right. 10,000. Oh, I know what I didn't do right. $10,000. $10,000 down on 127. Maybe I should have divided that. $78 coins. Okay, that makes more sense. 78 times 127. Yeah, okay. So let's say you got 78 coins. I didn't do that right. 78 coins times 1,448. That's $112,000. So your $10,000 investment grew to $112,000 if it goes back to what the all-time high was. So you got 78 coins. What happens if that gets to $20,000? So 78 times $20,000 a coin, that's 1.5 million. How much did you spend? 10,000. That's just Ethereum. Let's look at Ripple. I'm going to use that same $10,000 figure. If you've got $10,000, you're going to be investing in something. Ripple, 19 cents right now. 19 cents. So I got to pull up my old trusty calculator. $10,000 divided by 19 cents. That's 1,900 coins. Okay. What was Ripple's all-time high? $3.40. 1,900 coins times $3.40. But 6,460. That's not right. Someone was trying to call me and I got distracted. $10,000. No, it's not 6,004. Let's see. Okay. 1,900 coins times 3. Well, yeah. That's going to give you the dollar amount. My brain is starting to hurt. I'm not going to play with math, but you guys get the message. And a lot of you are much better at math than I am. Play around with it. If you were to put a $10,000 investment down on these altcoins at today's price, what would that be worth if they go back to what its all-time high was? Like Bitcoin Cash, all-time high was 3,785. That's even bigger than Ethereum. $3,785 per coin. That's crazy. I'm looking for some big jumps here. Look about Cardano. Is at 3 cents. Its all-time high was $1.18. There's a lot of money to be made off of these altcoins. So not only I've been talking about my plans for Bitcoin, but I also have plans and an investment amount set aside that I want to do for the altcoins, top 10 coins. All right. Let me go back. Was that it? Okay. A crypto trader and technical strategist who goes by the name Crypto Dude tells his 12,000 followers on Twitter that Ethereum must now cling to a historical level of support against Bitcoin. The analyst marks 1.7 cents as the key number to watch, a line that held back in August but was broken in September. What? He's saying about Ethereum. What's he talking about there? Okay. Chances of Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin ends if we get a close below the box. Oh, I see what he's saying. As for Ripple, a fellow analyst known as Magic remains bearish on the third largest coin by market cap. The strategist tells his 31,000 followers on Ripple that Ripple is forming a potential inverted Adam and Eve pattern, which suggests that a breakdown to new lows could be on deck. Looks like Ripple is forming a textbook inverted Adam and Eve on the lower time frame. A breakdown below the red support level will confirm it. An inverted Adam and Eve is a bearish pattern. I'm going to save this article as well for the Coinbit Pro training later. I'm going to talk about this more in detail. An inverted Adam and Eve is a bearish pattern. Regular is bullish, but this one is inverted. All right, I'm running out of time. I got a presentation to go over in the next 20 minutes. So as we come to the end of the year, 2020, and if I'm going to be like Robert Kiyosaki says in the I quadrant, the investor quadrant, I need to be putting my attention in the things that's going to give me the best return over the next 5 years. So out of all the great companies out there and industries, and this is a year where you're going to have a lot of brand new companies coming up, and they're all going to be pitching great products. And I'm going to be saying no to a lot of them. That doesn't mean that the company is bad that I'm saying no to. It just does not align with my goals. There are only 3 things I am doing. 3. And these 3, one is out of necessity, and the other 2 is because I believe that they are the biggest industries on the planet. What is that? Cryptocurrency education. That is a necessity. A necessity. The second thing that I'm doing, we launched or pre-launched in December 5th, is dealing with Bitcoin, dealing with worldwide adoption, dealing with peer-to-peer transactions, dealing with philanthropy and charity. And I read an article yesterday about a billionaire who says that the future of philanthropy and charity is going to be on the blockchain using Bitcoin. That is probably going to reward the most out of anything that I do. And I'm doing a presentation on that in 15 minutes. So if you're already in the program, you know the link. If you're not, you can send me a private message and I'll send you the link for it. And then the third thing I believe, is also going to be one of the biggest industries on the planet that is also taking advantage of blockchain technology and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And that is going to be online gaming and gambling and lottery industry worldwide. Right now, the company is international only, meaning it's not in the United States. But I have never seen anything grow as fast as this is. More than 1 million people have joined after my position was created less than a year ago, without United States involvement. And I've got kids, and I'm a gamer myself. When you look at games like Fortnite and Candy Crush and these freemium games, meaning it's free to play, but you can pay to get in-game items, that's how they make their money. This stuff is bigger. Like when they have their e-gaming tournaments, the prize money is bigger than Wimbledon and the PGA Tour. They garner audiences bigger than the NBA Finals and Major League Baseball and NFL football. It's just us adults don't know about it because the kids are involved. That is the future, like that movie Ready Player One. The potential is off the charts, and I will definitely be investing in all of that. So those are the 3 things that I am involved in to get to my goal of 100 Bitcoin by next May. So with that, everybody have a great day. I will see, and I've got a special training for Coinbit Pro, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, because I couldn't do it this past Thursday. So I hope you guys learned something new. Have a great day. Bitcoin Brandon out. God bless. Bye-bye.